Hi, my name's Kate Clark. I'm Medical Director here at Southport and Ormskirk Hospitals. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about what International Women's Day means for me, and just to ask you to all think about women in the workplace, and particularly women in leadership roles. If I asked you to think about who might be an engineer, I would expect a large proportion of you to think about it as a man, but actually we're seeing more and more women in engineering science roles. And again, women in healthcare, it's always traditionally been women as a nurse rather than in other roles. But there are so many roles within the NHS that are open to women within finance, estates, as well as actually delivering hands-on care as a nurse, therapist or doctor. So I really want to encourage you to celebrate women in leadership, but also just think about some of the challenges that women have within the workplace in general. I wanted to just reflect back on my life and my career and how things have changed. I went to an all-girls school, and when I started to do my GCSEs, we didn't have the ability for me to actually study 3 sciences, and you need 3 sciences to be a doctor. So I was faced with a position where I was told it wasn't possible, I wasn't going to be able to do the 3 sciences, and I wasn't going to then be able to apply to do medicine. And I ended up with myself and 2 other girls having to walk over to a boys' school to do a biology class, which, as you can imagine, as a young girl in a convent girls' school, learning about certain parts of biology in a class full of boys wasn't a particularly positive or encouraging experience. That gladly has improved, and girls and boys have more access to science subjects, and we're seeing more and more girls doing science subjects and going into those areas. Another improvement, I guess, over time is women's rights and women's movements. It was recognised probably about, well, many years ago that women needed to have more opportunities. And in the 80s, we started a campaign called Fix the Woman, because we actually thought as a government that if we fixed the woman, we could make her as good as a man. I think that's a terrible approach, and I hope that you all agree with that as well, that actually it's good to be a woman. We don't need fixing, we need celebrating, and we need encouraging, and I just would like you all to take time to just think about how we look out for each other and how we really celebrate the differences, but really give women an opportunity to have a voice.